Why do you feel totally lost when everyone else is shouting at the TV about the big game? Do you ever wonder if you missed the memo on the universal human language called sports fandom? If the Super Bowl feels like 4 hours of repetitive noise and you just cannot understand the emotional investment, you are not weird. You are just optimized for different things. Today, we're diving deep into the psychology of the non-fan and why your brain is actually wired for massive, long-term success. I'm going to show you the three surprising psychological traits that explain your indifference, but stick around because the third reason, which relates to how your brain processes dopamine and reward, is the true game changer that explains everything about why you are built differently. Let us start with the first big differentiator, which is the resistance to arbitrary identity. For most people, loving a sports team is not about loving the physics of the game. It is about social identity. You are a Cowboys fan because your dad was a Cowboys fan, or because you grew up in Dallas. It is tribal. For the non-fan, there is often a powerful, almost subconscious resistance to joining a predefined group based on geography or history. You demand authenticity. If you do not genuinely care about the sport, forcing yourself to wear the jersey just feels like a waste of energy. It feels like a shallow commitment. You are wired to only invest energy into things that genuinely move you or offer complex intellectual challenge. You just do not see the point of caring about something just because everyone else does. This leads directly into the second point, the craving for novelty. Look, sports are highly structured. The rules are the rules. The field is the field. For some minds, this structure provides comfort. For the non-fan, this predictability is actually a mental killer. Your brain is likely optimized for high-level information consumption and novelty seeking. You need new data, new ideas, new frameworks. And faced with a highly repetitive activity like football or basketball, the novelty-seeking parts of your brain check out. They say, been there, done that. What is the next intellectual mountain to climb? This is why you might find yourself deep diving into a 2-hour documentary on the collapse of the Roman Empire, but tuning out after 5 minutes of analysis on last night's score. But here is the real kicker, the thing that separates the fan from the non-fan at the neurological level, the dopamine economy. Sports fans get massive dopamine hits from immediate, high-stakes outcome uncertainty. The ball is in the air, the clock is ticking, the crowd is screaming. That is a quick, potent chemical cocktail. Their reward system is built for the immediate payoff. The reward system, however, is likely focused on delayed gratification and abstract reward. Your brain reserves its precious dopamine for achieving long-term, complex goals. Think about solving a massive problem at work, mastering a new skill that takes 6 months, or finally launching a project that requires deep, sustained concentration. Your brain is saying, I'm not going to waste this chemical on whether a 50-yard field goal goes through the uprights. I need that motivation reserved for things that will yield real, lasting, high-impact results in 6 months, 6 years, or 6 decades. So if you feel like you are standing on the outside looking in, remember this. You are not broken. You are not missing a crucial piece of the human experience. You are just optimized. You have successfully allocated your limited mental energy and your precious dopamine toward abstract, complex, high-value objectives. You are not optimized for watching the game. You're optimized for changing the game. If this psychological deep dive gave you a new perspective, do me a favor. Smash that like button and subscribe for more awesome content for your mind. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.